Good morning. I welcome you all. Myself, Dr. Sanjay Agarwal, School of Engineering and Technology, Indira Gandhi National Open University. As you know, today is a National Energy Conservation Day. As you know, energy conservation is the foundation of energy independence. So, today is the 14th December and we are going to celebrate Energy Conservation Day. So, today is a National Energy Conservation Day. Energy Conservation Day is observed every year on December 14. As you know, with the growth in the population, the requirement for energy is also increasing continuously. So, every year Energy Conservation Day is celebrated. Why this Energy Conservation Day is celebrated? Energy Conservation Day is celebrated to raise awareness among the general public about the importance of the energy conservation and energy efficiency. What is the energy conservation? Energy conservation means to save the energy. Suppose you are using any device, that means if you are using the less energy to use that particular device, or you are saving some energy by any means, like suppose you are switching off the any appliances when it is not used, you are switching off your light, fan when you are not in the room, that is called energy conservation. And it is also celebrated this day to improve the energy efficiency. As name is indicating, energy efficiency means how you can improve the efficiency. Means suppose efficiency is what? Efficiency is output upon input. If you are giving a less input energy and you are able to operate that particular appliances or the device by giving the less input energy, that means you can improve the energy efficiency. This day is also celebrated to making people aware of the global warming and climate change and promotes effort toward the saving energy resources. Global warming means what? Due to the industrialization, the different type of gases are emitting, like carbon dioxide emitting. You are using different appliances which is emitting very high heat. So due to this, what is happening? The temperature of earth is increasing. That is called global warming. So energy conservation is what? Energy conservation is an effort made to reduce the consumption of the energy and to use at least energy so that energy sources can be saved for the future uses. If you are able to save some energy here, that means you can use that energy for the future also. Suppose you are using in your home, there is a tube light and a halogen lamp for the lighting. If this tube light or halogen lamps are replaced by CFL or LED, that means you can save the energy. However, energy conservation is achievable either by using energy more efficiently or by reducing the amount of service uses. Suppose you are using air conditioner in your home for the cooling purpose, right? So generally what we do, we use our AC, suppose in the night at 9 p.m. and this AC is running from 9 to 5. That is not required. If you are saving that time, if you are using that AC from 9 p.m. to suppose 12 night, so that means this AC is sufficient to cool that temperature of that particular room. That means if you are able to reduce the operating time of appliances, that means you can also save the energy. Or suppose for the lighting purpose, as I already told you, if you are replacing halogen lamp and halogen lamp and tube light by the CFL or LED, that means you are giving less energy. That means you can save the energy. Most of the energy sources we use in our daily lives are the non-renewable. Non-renewable means you are using the fossil fuels that cannot be reused and renewed. It is said that our energy resources may last only for another 40 years. So what is the solution? If we switch this non-renewable energy to the renewable energy, that means we can save the energy also. Like we can use the solar energy, we can use the wind energy, we can also use the hydro energy. Now question arises, what is the energy? What is the importance of the energy? Energy lights our cities, powers our vehicles and runs machinery in factories. It also warms and cools our homes, cooks our food, plays our music and gives us picture on the television. So this is the use of the energy. And if you want required, so here you can see in this particular chart that for the space heating, 31% energy is used for the space heating, 12% is used for the space cooling, 12% is used for the water heating. Similarly, for the lighting purpose, 11% of the total energy is being used for the lighting, and 9% of the total energy used for the different gadgets, computer, electronics devices. If we are talking about the main four countries in the primary energy consumption as per the 2019, so China is using 141.7 exajoules. Exajoules means 10 to the power 18 joules. And US is using 116.58 exajoules. India is using 34.06 exajoules, and Russian Federation is using 29.81 exajoules. So this is, you can see how much energy is being used by these four countries: China, US, India and Russian Federation. So energy broadly can be classified, as you know very well, that energy may be classified as a renewable energy and non-renewable energy. So what is a renewable energy? Renewable energy can be generated continuously, practically without decay of the source. So this is called renewable energy. And what are those renewable energy? Renewable energy is a solar energy. So in the solar energy, it can be used for the solar heating, or it can be with the help of the solar energy, you can also generate the electricity. If you are using the photovoltaic, so what happens in the photovoltaic? Solar energy is converted into the electrical energy, that is called photovoltaic. Similarly, if you want to use the solar energy, so by this solar energy you can use the solar water heater, which is used to heat the water. It can also be used for the drying purpose. Suppose you can make the solar dryer, you can use the solar distillation. The other renewable energy sources is the wind energy. So there is a lot of the wind in the coastal area. If you are using the windmills, with the help of the windmill, you can convert this wind energy into electrical energy. Similarly, we can use the geothermal energy and hydro energy. So this is an example of the renewable energy. The other energy which is classified as a non-renewable energy. Non-renewable energy is the consumption is low compared to the many countries despite cheaper electricity tariff in India. The government is making effort to increase investment in the renewable energy also. As I already told you that renewable energy is solar energy, wind energy, geothermal energy, hydro energy also. So the government national electricity plan of the 2018 states that country does not need additional non-renewable power plant in the utility sector until 2027. With the commissioning of 50,000 megawatt coal-based power plant under construction and addition of 275,000 megawatt total installed renewable power capacity after the retirement of nearly 48,000 megawatt old coal-fired plant. If now we are talking about the roadmap of the renewable energy by the 2022, so here the total power generation by the renewable source of the energy by the 2022 will be around 175 gigawatt, and out of this 175 gigawatt the solar energy will play to generate 100 gigawatt power, and wind energy will generate 60 gigawatt, small hydropower plant will generate 5 gigawatt, and other renewable energy sources like geothermal, tidal energy, these all are the other which will be able to contribute 10 gigawatt power by the 2022. If we are talking about the installed capacity by sources in India as of 31st March 2020, which is as follows. The energy generated by the coal is nearly 55.4% of the total, and large hydro plays the 20.3%, wind power will be 10.2%, solar power it is nearly 9.4%, biomass 2.7%, and nuclear 1.87%, and the power generated by the gas power plant which is nearly equal to 6.7%, and diesel will also generate the power which is contributing only 0.1% of the total capacity. Now question arises, why to conserve energy? Because we are celebrating the National Energy Conservation Day, as I already told you, so we have to understand why it is needed to conserve the energy. And you know, we have limited resources available on the earth. Like suppose if you are using the power generation by the coal, so there will be some time when coal will not be there, so then how will you generate the electricity? Either you have to switch from non-renewable to renewable energy, or we have to save the energy so that next generation can use this energy also. So we have to conserve energy, means we have to save the energy. Our demands are continuously increasing day by day, you know, because if you see that in any house nowadays we are using one AC or two AC, we are using the refrigerator, we are using the television, we are using the washing machine, we are using geyser, we are using different electrical appliances, and these all electrical appliances needs energy. So our demand is increasing day by day. So to conserve the energy, either you have to reduce this operating time of the appliances, or you have to reduce the less number of the appliances, or you have to generate more energy by the renewable energy sources. It is possible that someday most of the non-renewable resources will be exhausted and we will have to switch over the alternate energy. Alternate energy means that is a renewable energy, solar energy, wind energy, hydro, geothermal, and tidal energy. Now, why we save energy? If you save energy, so we save our money when we save energy, because you are saving energy. That means if you are using the less electricity. So if you are saving the less electricity, so of course your electricity will be less. If electricity bill will be less, that means you are saving the money also. And you are also contributing to society also. If you are using the less energy, that means you are also able to save the pollution also. You are not emitting the pollution. Like suppose you are using the car or any vehicle, and that car or any vehicle is operated by the petrol or diesel. So what is happening? That means it will pollute some carbon monoxide, or that means you are polluting. If this vehicle is replaced by the cycle, that means you are able to save the reduce the pollution also. We save our energy when we save energy. Now there are different way by which we can conserve the energy. So there are different way to save the energy. There are many different ways to reduce your household energy use, ranging from simple behavioral adjustment to extensive home improvement. So the two major motives to conserving energy are to save our utility bill and protect the environment. Because generally we understand all things in terms of the money, right? Because you are using the less energy, as I already told you, that means you are using the less energy, that means your electricity bill will be less. So electricity will be less, that means you are able to save the money. So this is the main motive to save the energy. And second important advantage of the energy conservation is to protect the environment, because as the number of appliances using by you are the more, that means it will emit some pollution. So if you are using less number of appliances, or you are replacing vehicle by the cycle, or you are walking by foot, that means you are reducing the carbon dioxide emission to the environment, or you are protecting the environment. Here are the most common ways to conserve energy and save electricity in your home, listed from the simplest to the most intensive method. So first way by which you can save the energy is adjust your day-to-day behavior. If you are changing your day-to-day behavior, that means you can save the energy. What you have to do for this? To reduce energy consumption in your home, you do not necessarily need to go out and purchase energy efficient product, right? If you are changing your daily behavior, you can save the energy. How? Energy conservation can be as simple as turning off lights or appliances when you do not need them. Generally what we do, if we are not sitting in the room and going outside, our lights and computer and fan are on. That means at that time that appliances are not in use, but these appliances are consuming energy. So if we are able to change our habit, that means you can save the energy. If that appliances are not in use, you should switch off the light, you should switch off the appliances, then you can save the energy. You can also use energy intensive appliances less by performing household tasks manually, such as hang drying your clothes instead of putting them in the dryer, or washing dishes by the hand. Generally what we do, our clothes are washed in the washing machine, then we are also using the dryer. Suppose these clothes can be dry in the sun, that means you can save the energy also. So this is one way you can conserve the energy. Other way is what? Replace your light bulb. As I already told you, that halogen lamps and compact fluorescent lamp and light emitting diodes bulb use anywhere from 25 to 80% less electricity and last 3 to 25 times longer than the traditional bulb. Generally, now we have understood also, and it is being observed that now we are changing this. This halogen lamp and tube light are being changed with the CFL and LED. So this habit we are adopting. Third is use smart power strip. What do you mean by this smart power strip? So basically there is a phantom load. Phantom load means what? Electricity used by the electronics when they are turned off or in standby mode are a major source of energy waste. In fact, it is estimated that 75% of the energy used to power household electronics is consumed when they are switched off. So if you are using the smart power strips, that means smart power strip can be set to turn off at an assigned time during a period of inactivity through remote switches or based on the status of the master device. That means you can save the energy. Third is install a programmable or smart thermostat. Like suppose you are using the AC and this AC is on for the 8 hours or 6 hours. If you are using the programmable thermostat, then you can eliminate the wasteful energy used from the heating and cooling without upgrading your HVAC system. Next is purchase energy efficient appliances. On average, appliances are responsible for roughly 13% of the total household energy use. When purchasing an appliances, you should pay attention to two points. First is what is the initial purchase price. Second is what is the annual operating cost. As you know, always initial purchase price will be the more if you are using the energy efficient appliances. But if you compare these devices, what is the annual operating cost? It is understood the annual operating cost of these appliances will be less with the conventional appliances. Although energy efficient appliances might have higher upfront purchase prices, their operating costs are often 9 to 25% lower than conventional models. Now, next way by which you can conserve the energy, reduce your water heating expenses. Water heating is a major contributor to your total energy consumption. Other than purchasing an energy efficient water heater, there are three methods of reducing your water heating expenses. First, you can simply use less hot water or turn down the thermostat on your water heater or insulate your water heater and the first 6 feet of hot and cold water pipes. Next is install energy efficient windows. So windows plays very important role to save the energy. Windows are the significant source of the energy waste. They can add up to 10 to 25% of your total heating bill. To prevent heat loss through your windows, you can replace single pane windows with the double pane product instead. Because suppose you are cooling your room and you are not using the window properly, that means heat is coming, suppose temperature is lower inside of the room and temperature is higher outside. So what will happen? As you know, heat always transfer from higher temperature to lower temperature. So heat will come through the window from ambient to the room. So it will raise the temperature. And for cooling the room, you are using the appliances. That means that these appliances will need more energy. So if this room or window is properly insulated, that means you can save the energy. Now next is upgrade your HVAC system. An HVAC system is composed of heating, ventilation and air conditioning equipment. Heating alone is responsible for more than 40% of home energy use. So upgrade to the third component of HVAC system. Ventilation can also improve your energy efficiency. How energy efficiency can be improved by this ventilation? A ventilation system is composed of a network of duct which distributes the hot and cold air throughout your home. If these ducts are not properly sealed or insulated, the resulting energy waste can add hundreds of rupees to your annual heating and cooling expenses. So proper insulation and maintenance or your ventilation system can reduce your heating and cooling expenses by up to 20%. Next is weatherize your home. Means weatherizing or sealing air leaks around your home is a great way to reduce your heating and cooling. Like suppose you are cooling your room, but there is some space where cool air is going outside. That means temperature is increasing of the room. So if it is properly insulated or you are able to reduce the air leakage, that means you can save the energy. So the most common source of air leaks into your home are the vents, windows and doors. To prevent these leaks, you should ensure that there are no cracks or opening between the wall and vent, window or door frame. Now insulate your home is the another way by which you can conserve the energy. Insulation plays a key role in the lowering your utility bill through retaining heat during the winter and keeping heat out of your home during the summer. The recommended level of the heat resistance or the R value for insulation depends on where you live. Now there are some, just I am revising the way how you can conserve the energy. So there are some practical method of the energy conservation. First is install the CFL lamp light, as I already told you, lower the room temperature, fix the air leaks, use maximum day lighting. What is the meaning of this use maximum day lighting? Suppose during the daytime, in your room there is a window, but you are using the curtain. So what is happening? Curtain is obstructing to come daylight inside the room. And for lighting the room, you are using the CFL or LED. That means you are unnecessarily using these appliances for the lighting. So if these curtains are not there and proper windows are there, lighting is coming, and that lighting is useful for working the any function, that means you can save the energy. So you should use the maximum day lighting. Generally what we do, we are using the curtain. So now there is a dark inside of the room, and then you are using the light and all that. Next step is get energy audit done. Always you should get the energy audit. Will be the use of this energy audit? Because energy auditor will tell you how you can save the energy, which appliances are old one that can replaced, and how you can save the energy. Next is use energy efficient appliances. Then drive less, means you should not drive the car, you should not use the vehicle, walk more, and carpooling can be done to save the energy. Switch off appliances when not in use. Plants shady landscaping, install energy efficient window. Bicycle are the best friend to conserve the energy. Closing door is the key to conserving the energy. Keep your dryer as clean as possible. Cook using the right size burner. So these all are the practical way by which you can conserve the energy. The other energy consumption technique is, first is education. If we are not educated to save the energy, and we are not able to understand why we should save the energy, that means you cannot conserve the energy. So for this, education is required. So education is probably the most powerful of all energy conservation technique that can be used. Education is not just about teaching people the importance of the conservation, but it is also about showing the alternating choices that can be used in construction, manufacturing, and other process. Then other way is zero energy balance. Zero energy balance is a more than technique of conserving energy in green construction. Alternate power, as I already told you, that conventional energy sources can be replaced by the alternative energy sources like solar, wind, and all that. Then research and development is also required to save the energy conservation. So continued funding of the research and development projects in the energy conservation field is how we discover the changes that can be made to reduce consumption and discover renewable method to provide us with the energy that modern life required. So it should be one of the energy conservation technique that are most valued, as it is what holds the promise for the leading to a solution to the world energy crisis. Then, as I already told you, that conventional energy sources can be replaced. So most powerful alternative energy sources is the solar energy. So if we are able to switching on the solar energy, that means we can conserve the energy. So solar energy is one of the most effective source of the energy, as you know, available in the huge amount, especially in the tropical regions. Solar energy is a sustainable source of energy. It is true that there are a few limitations to harvesting solar energy, and what are those limitations? Initial cost is very high. Now we are researchers are working, and you know that cost of the particular photovoltaic has been reduced. Now every organization on the switching to use the solar energy. Hotels are using the solar water heater, and every university, schools are using the photovoltaic module to generate the electricity. And we are using the two-way grid also. If we are generating the more electricity by the solar energy, that we are also supplying to the grid also. So this is the different way we can save the energy. So today is Energy Conservation Day, so we should think how we can save the energy for the